Chris, what we tell him no? What we tell him no, nigga? Bitch. Young niggas going crazy in this bitch, though. Rich head niggas on some Playboy shit, cash from the 16. Yeah. This is how I get it. Shuffling the burner for a pension. We wasn't in the city just to kick it. Thought about $1 million. Send my lady straight up in Brazilian. Gold frames jumping from the ceiling.
Yeah, this is how I get it. Traffic with a bougie ass bitch. Goddamn, it feels good to be rich. Yeah, this is how I get it. Diamond all over my fit. I spaz a nigga playing this bitch. Yeah, this is how I get it. I'm hearing that it's real nigga time now. Everything I'm living for, I die.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Resiliency Podcast. Got my man Sirgeo Hoffman in the building, man. Former teammate, brother, great friend, you know, NFL free agent, brother. How we feeling tonight?
Feeling good, bro. I'm just happy to finally be here. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm thankful to have you, bro. You feel me? Like, real talk, man. Like, you know, we was just talking about it, you know, before it started, you know, like, this all God plan, you know, like,
exactly.
Man, a couple years back, you couldn't tell me that we'll be, you know, meeting up again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
it's been like, shit, 4 years, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. Like,
you know
what I'm saying?
Right.
I just think back to, you know, it's crazy because, like, you know, when you hit me up, like, I just thought back to all the memories, like, just first meeting you.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember when you first moved to Arizona with, you know,
youngin',
moms, bro. You know, be a youngin', you know, Coach Monaco, like, meet Sirgeo Hoffman. You know, he gonna be a real good running back, and like, you know, he was like, let his moms know he in good hands, and you know, I'm like, moms, he in good hands, and I'm like, hey, look, after, check my number down. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, man, just to, you know, see the growth, man, and you know how far you grown. Because like I say, man, we was in Pima, man. We was going through it, you know, just youngins, man, trying to you know figure it out.
Right, trying to figure out a way. Exactly.
Man, so you know. Man, just even talk to me, bro. Talk to me about that journey, like, you know, just going, you know, from Pima to, you know, Portland State. You know what I'm saying? Because I look up and I'm like, dang, he at Portland State, and I'm like, man, you killing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching you against Oregon.
Right.
Killing it, man. You know, talk about that journey, man, and how that was, you know, just coming from JUCO.
Yeah, it was a crazy journey for real. Like, especially coming out of high school, I really didn't even know much about JUCO. You know what I'm saying? Like, coaches and people would mention it to me, and I was like, shit, ain't D1. I ain't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? So, and then finally, I ended up getting up there, and things worked out. But you know how it is. You know how JUCO gets. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's real.
Like, a lot of people go in with a certain mindset, and only a few make it out with that same mindset.
Come on,
That's
bro.
one thing I've realized, bro. Like, yeah, shoot. You know what I'm saying? Shit, me and you, one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's real. One thing I've noticed. So
that's real.
Yeah, it's crazy how it worked out.
That 1%, bro. Because I'm like, man, you know that JUCO, bro. It'll eat you up, and like, and it's not even because like. It's like football hard and then like that. It's just like life, bro.
Yeah, you out there
just
on
dealing
your
with life.
own,
You out there on your own.
Yeah,
ain't no tutors.
Hell
don't
no.
know coaches care if you go to class.
They don't give a damn. Exactly.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta push yourself. So it's like,
and that's when I kind of learned to start caring about myself. You know what I'm saying? I kind of had to make that mental decision of like, okay, am I finna take this route or that route?
That's
you know what I'm saying? Because in JUCO, everybody start choosing routes. You know what I'm saying?
So, hey, that's real. Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to make my mental decision.
You could tell the routes people was choosing by the people they was hanging with.
Exactly,
I'm like, oh, they don't like football. They not serious. I'm not.
Right.
They like, dang, Trail, you don't got no friends. I'm like, man, I ain't hanging with no losers. Like, y'all like losing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, people be like, oh, you be chilling, Serge. Yeah, I do be chilling, bro. Yeah, I like my own energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Good people. Yeah,
for real, bro. And it was just crazy because, you know, bro. Bro, you just out of high school, fresh out of high school, and you moving to a whole different state. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
like, I can only imagine what you was feeling, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, and then, man, like, how was it, bro? Like, after we left, because, you know, like, I'm like, man, because, you know, our sophomore year, you know, your freshman year.
Hella boys.
Man, we was killing it.
Yeah, hella boys.
You know, Wesley, Landry, Antonio. You know, them boys ended up coming over, and, you know, we was a top 5 team in the country till, you know, Antonio got hurt, but, man, you was killing it, you and Deontay, you know, it was just a, you know, a big thing. But, you know, how was it, bro? Like I say, you know, talk to me about, you know, that sophomore year to, you know, choosing to go to Portland State.
Right. It was crazy because, like, when y'all was there, it was kind of easy to kind of look up to y'all. I'm like, okay, I could tell by the people who I would kick it with, what they doing when nobody's around.
That's real.
So it was real easy. But when y'all left, I kind of, like I said, had to make that decision of like, okay, I'm finna be the leader. I'm finna be that guy that the next freshman is like, okay, this is why he's so great. This is why he getting the attention he getting. You know what I'm saying? Then I battled some injuries, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of family problems at the time. So, you know, when I got the call from Portland State, I was talking to a few more schools, and then I got hurt, you know, and then Portland State gave me opportunity. And then, you know, thank God I got there, you know, because I'm here now.
That's real,
you know what I'm saying? So
That's real.
Right.
And then like you say, like you just, having to make that, that decision because like I just think back to it and I'm like, man, like, when you hit me, I'm like, man, I used to be so tough on Surge.
Yeah, facts.
Like I used to like I just remember I literally remember like, bro, run harder, like do this harder. Yeah. And it wasn't because like I was just trying to get on you or like try to be like that leader role, but like I'm like, bro, this kid great. Mm-hmm. He don't even know it yet.
Yeah,
like,
and that's the thing, man. Like we were talking before the podcast, like I was listening, you know what I'm saying? When you spoke, I listened, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
that's real.
When you spoke, I listened. Like you didn't even know it, you know what I'm saying? Because we wasn't like the tightest, but like I knew from the moment I met you, I was like, yeah, I like his energy, you know what I'm saying? He a real cool cat, you know what I'm saying? He seemed real about shit. So when you spoke, I listened. When you said run, I said I better get on my shit.
Hey, you really could, you start running hard. I'm like,
I gotta get on my
man, I like this guy.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. I gotta turn it up.
So, and man, like, how was that experience, at Portland State, going from JUCO where, like I said, it's tough. You got to eat on your own. You got to find a way to eat. Like, man, I just remember like, man, you go back to JUCO, bro, like, we were supposed to be selling them cards. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we was out eating. Exactly. We didn't get the cards. We didn't get the discounts ourselves. Exactly.
Hey, like it was so bad. Teammates were stealing teammates' cards.
Exactly.
Like,
right.
Hey, I just got 50 free cards, bro.
Exactly.
We going to Pendant for like 4 months straight.
Right.
Like,
every day, and it tasted the same way every time. Hella bomb.
Hey, hella bomb. Like, hey, we hungry. Like,
I was hella hungry. Exactly. That's
well,
funny.
man, like talk about your journey at Portland State, man. Because like I say, like, man, you was killing it, bro. Like I said, I look up, you killing it. But like I say, once again, it didn't surprise me because I'm like, he worked hard. You feel me? He listened. You feel me? Like, because, some people come with that mentality like, I know it all. Right. I just remember, like, I would just see your face. I'm like, he's soaking this in.
Yeah, exactly.
He's soaking this game. You feel me? Like, when I first met you, I'm like, he listening. You feel me? And, like, a lot of younger dudes, they got that mentality. You can't tell me nothing.
Exactly.
I know it all.
Exactly.
I don't want to listen to you. You know what I mean? And then, like, you kind of see, like, it's a big-ass difference when you don't got somebody to push you, motivate you. You know what I mean? Like you say, you got to make that decision. Like, what am I going to be? You feel me?
Exactly.
Like, so man, I mean, it's real. But talk about that journey at Portland State, though, bro.
Yeah, it was different. You know what I'm saying? Like I was still young at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I was having to learn on the fly.
Right.
My grandpa taught me at a young age, you got to be able to adapt on the fly. You know what I'm saying? So when I got there, I was making some mistakes. I was showing up late, and at the next level, showing up late. Ain't going, so
it ain't going. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Like, not to cut you off, but like, bro, I go back to my first week at UAB.
Right.
I'm like, I'm still on that JUCO mentality.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what
you feel me?
Yeah, right.
I'm like, I'm still in that same JUCO mentality. I'm like, I'm about to be one of the best players out here. I'm like, I can do whatever I want.
You're kind of selfish a little bit.
You feel me? Still selfish. I'm like, I can do. I'm telling you, it took me one time. I never puke off workouts. I never puke. I remember my coaches, bro. They come into my dorm, boom, 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 like just banging, bro. I'm like, oh yeah. Hey, I don't know what movie it is, but he was like, you messed up, right?
Yeah,
you messed up. Like, Hey, that's how I felt. Like, it was one of them moments, bro. They like, come on, bro. I go down there. I'm trying to eat an apple because, I like to eat, right? Before workouts. They like, we don't even know why you eating.
Right.
But that's all about to come out. I'm like, man,
exactly.
Never was late again. But you're right. That selfish mentality. But
Right. So, yeah, I had to check that early. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, I'm real, like, I like to watch. I like to people watch. I like to pay attention. I like to listen. So right when I got in there, I struggled with it for a second. But, like I said, I chose my route. And I was like, hey, I need to tighten up. And I need to be good on the field and off the field. And I was thinking about that, like, you ain't going to make it to the next level on accident. So, so I started building my, my connections with the coaches, with the people around the school, everything. You know what I'm saying? I would speak when I saw people. And I just grew up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I was still young, came from JUCO, so I had to make that choice of just like tighten up.
Right, that's real. And then I know, bro, like just being back home had to, make playing even easier because, you from Oregon.
Right,
so, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Talk about that, bro. Like just that experience to go home, bro. I know that.
It was dope. It was dope how that worked out, you know what I'm saying? Like I got a lot of love from Oregon, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to see me win down there.
That's real.
And it was cool because I was close enough to campus where I could just live at home, you know what I'm saying? So,
that's real.
I kind of got to eat a little bit better than some other guys.
Moms was happy.
Cooking, right? I mean, it was still a struggle, you know what I'm saying? But like I got to eat a little bit better. I got to have somewhere to really lay my head and be comfortable at night.
That's real.
But it was amazing, bro. Like just to see the city, you know what I'm saying, supporting me and backing me up. And old friends, and people who are on their own path now, tapping in throughout the journey and just letting me know, hey, yo, I see you, bro. Like you inspiring me. When people would tell me I inspire them, it was like we talked about, you never know who's watching.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's real. Yeah. And let me ask you, so if you didn't take that JUCO route, do you think that, the future would have looked a little different from you now? Like, do you think that's a big part in your growth?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I feel like, because when I was in high school, Crazy. I'm about to talk for a little bit. When I was in high school, it was crazy. I got grounded for like 6 months, and it was like my senior year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And during that time, I got to really figure out, okay, wait, who am I, bro? You know what I'm saying? Who am I?
Real.
What I want to do.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So throughout that time, I really got to connect with myself and understand who I am, why I am the way I am, and to just get more comfortable with my energy and my thoughts. So when I did take that, that's what helped me take that next step of like, hey, I'm finna go do this, regardless of how hard it is, uncomfortable it is. I'm finna go get this done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, yeah, that time kind of helped me lock in a little bit and get to that, JUCO level. So,
man, that's good right there, bro. Right. And then, man, like, when did you, just start, playing the game of football? You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you decide, like, you gonna make a career, you know what I'm saying? Choose to, you know what I'm saying, make this a path, bro. Cause, like, like I say, bro, speaking back to that JUCO shit, it humble you. You feel me? Like, cause like I say, like, you're not only dealing with football, you're not only dealing with the only eating on your own, but like you're dealing with a whole different atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Because, guys at the next level, at that D1 level, they're like, okay, this is my life. I'm trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the odds were stacked against you. And that's why I feel like that's why so many people don't come out. Cause it's like I tell people all the time, some of the hardest people sitting at home.
100%.
I'm just telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dogging nobody there. You feel me? I'm not saying they ain't work to get there. They put in the work, because you can't deny that. Right. I'm saying some of the best players are sitting at home on the couch.
To this day.
To this day, and I see it.
Come on, bro.
I see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. People choose their routes, you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
It's unfortunate, but, everything happens for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason, but it's crazy. It's just crazy that shit works out.
So let me ask you, bro, because I know football changed my life, bro. Real shit, like, It changed my life, bro. Right. So let me ask you, like, if you don't think you was playing football, bro, like, what would you be doing?
That's an interesting question. I never been asked that before. Oh, man, I don't know. I'll probably be doing something like, I definitely want to work with sports. You know what I'm saying? Right. I definitely want to do something sports. I've even thought about, like, podcasts and things like that, but.
Come join me.
Yeah, right. Okay, we're gonna talk after this.
Right.
But yeah, something in the sports field, you know what I'm saying? Like sports psychology or something like that. Just something to stay in the bubble of sports, you know what I'm saying? Because I enjoy sports I enjoy working with people, you know what I'm saying? So I would want to do something like that probably, yeah.
That's real, bro. Yeah, like, because, like, even just, attesting back to the football and how it changed my life, like, I just don't know how my life would look without football. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like I would have had too much time on my hands.
Way too much time.
I was a knucklehead. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like,
100%.
I'm like, bro, without football, 100%. Like,
it would have been
my life would have looked totally different. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
But, man, definitely,
like, how it is,
man, come on, bro. And then, man, like, after, Portland, like I say, bro, you go to, Portland State, you killing it, man. You got all big sky honors, or what's that, bro? Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, he really, you doing your thing, and I'm just seeing the videos, and you killing it. And then, man, how ironic, bro. The Cardinals signed you.
Right, that's crazy.
Like, I'm like, bro, Serge back in, you know what I'm saying? Serge back in, Arizona, and then I'm like, Jeff Cotton picked up by the Chargers. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Still on the squad. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, that's just so crazy to see two young dudes. Cause I'm like, out of all they whole group and who they used to hang around,
everybody.
I said they was the only two focused. Like, I didn't want to say it. I would hear people talk all day. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, man, Serge and Jeff the only ones who get my respect out here.
Hey, that's real. Yeah,
so,
shout out Jeff.
Man, shout out Jeff Cotton, man. You know what I'm saying? Them LA Chargers, man.
I know he working right now.
Man, he is, bro. So, man, talk about that, man, and how ironic that was, bro, because that was crazy.
Right. Hella ironic. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jeff, whenever, even back at Pima, we would kind of know. Right. We would know, like, hey, we different. You know what I'm saying? We would never really speak on it, but it was clear that we knew we was different. We knew we belonged at the next level. We knew we didn't belong where we was. Although everything happens for a reason, and we were where we were, we knew that we belonged somewhere better, and we knew that all we needed was an opportunity. That's real. And the opportunity presented itself, and shoot, we here now.
That's real, bro. And then, man, like, how was that experience? Just being with the Cardinals and being able to practice and things like that. How was that?
It was dope. So like I said, I've been studying the playbook and things like that. I've been talking to the coaches daily. I'm still recovering from the injury, so I'll be down there probably middle, early next month. I'll be down there. You know what I'm saying? Because I get cleared this month on the 24th.
That's what's up. Blessings, bro.
Yeah, right. Appreciate that. So I'll know more when I get down there at the next month. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let you know then.
Man, that's good, bro. Man, like I'm rooting for you, bro.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes,
you got the love, you got all my support, bro. Like, you know, man, I wish, like I said, I still remember like just Serge, come on, bro. You know, and then you know, man.
And I listen. I took all that. You know, I took all that to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then you was speaking like cause you hit me up a couple months ago, bro. Like I said, it's crazy.
Crazy how it worked out. And I didn't even know at the time I wasn't even signed yet. I don't think. I texted you like probably 5-6 months ago, and I was like, because I followed you, I seen you, and I was like, oh yeah,
back on the social media, you know how to get back on.
And I was like, damn, I was like, this dude was real, right? I was like, this dude was real, man. I was like, we didn't talk all the most. I was like, but he was real, and I looked up to him. So when I seen you, I had to tap in and let you know, hey, yo, you know, I really fucked with you. You know what I'm saying? Hope you're doing solid, hope you're doing good. And then shoot, now we are talking.
Man, for real, bro. So it's crazy how God worked, bro. And like you say, bro, you never know who watching, bro. And that's why, like, you know, always just try to set the example. Like, not saying that I'm perfect though. You feel me? But like, I always try to set the example because like God humbled me so much that He had to teach me like this life wasn't just about me.
Right.
Because you know me, I'm arrogant, I'm this, I'm that, and it's like God, like, okay, I got something for you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's in like, He humbled me. Now I'm like, okay, now I speak to people. Like, I'm living like this life ain't just about me. It's about others. It's about leading God people to the right way. You can't say you're a child of God, but you walking different. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's like, man, I definitely felt like, okay, God, like you called me to do more. Yeah. You called me like, and that's why I even think back to it because
you felt that pull.
That pull because I'm like, it's so crazy because even to this day, bro, some of my teammates, like they playing in the NFL, bro, they making tackles, plays. They be like, Trell, we respected you the most. I'm like what? Like what the fuck? Like I never played.
I just told you the same thing.
You feel me? I'm like, I never got to play it down at UAB because my injury and things but I'm like, it's so crazy that like they was watching me. They like, we love the way you carried yourself.
Yeah, bro. It's
I'm
clear,
like,
bro.
I'm like, it's crazy because I'm like, man, I thought that shit didn't mean nothing. I'm getting up first one at breakfast every day.
Right.
You know, like just focus, bro. Just, you know, just trying to set that example. And I'm like, it's so crazy because I did set that example because
you didn't know that you was the example.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know that you was. You didn't understand your value at the time.
Come on, but it's like, it's crazy because like my brother Tavon, you know, my pastor before I left, he was like, man, like what you going to do is bigger than football. Right. God's called you to do something totally different, you know? And I just think back to, you know, rest in peace, Coach Walter. I think,
that hit.
Man, come on, bro.
Yeah, that hit hard.
You know, rest in peace, Coach Walter. You know, I remember, like I said, I remember sophomore year on my signing day. And, you know, he's like, where you going? And I'm like, because, you know, Wesley, Landry, they all going to Oregon State, Timmy.
Big, yeah.
Oregon State. Mind you, bro, I had every college hitting me up in the country.
I remember that.
Missouri, LSU, UNLV, like name it. Every school would talk to me, Auburn. Every school would talk to me. And then, you know, they'll go offer.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
right.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna throw shade at bro, because man, he one of the hardest. He playing in the NFL. He started. Jordan Agasiva.
Okay, yeah.
One of the best. You feel me? He was a dog. Like, so like that to me, like, that ain't like a female. I was happy for bro. You feel me?
Right.
Well, what my problem was, I'm like, oh, okay, like bro trying to, you know, he trying to hold me back in a sense. You feel me?
Right.
But it's so crazy because, like, you know, like I say, rest in peace to Coach Walter, man. Like one of the greats. I remember Coach Walter, like I say, bro, signing day. He like, where you going? I'm like, Coach, I ain't going nowhere. He like, Natrell, quit playing. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, quit playing. I'm like, nah, Coach, I ain't really going nowhere. He like, man, come in my office. So, you know, me and Coach Walt sit down. He showed me, like, he used to work for President Carter. He in the NCAA Hall of Fame.
Right. Ohio State. He was up there for a little bit.
I was like, wait, what? Like, he like, Natrell, don't show nobody none of this stuff. He like, don't talk, like, I don't even care. He said, like he was like, Natrell, I got houses in Cuba, the Dominican Republic. I'm like, what? Like, you know, like, I used to train the Browns, just all these things. And I'm like, I would have never knew this about this man.
Right.
Cause all he says, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's it.
Guys, pick it up. You know? So it was just so crazy. I'm like, I never knew this about this man. And he said Natrell, like, and I'll never forget this, bro, because I was just going through it, bro. Like I say, you know, coming out of high school, lose every offer. You know what I'm saying? Top player in the country, you know, so that kind of hurts. Then I go to JUCO. And then it's like, I go to JUCO, I bust my butt, actually. I have a 3.0 the whole time in college. You know, not to say I went to all the workouts. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Just because, bro, like, we was in JUCO. I was facing diabetes at the time, just being young.
Okay.
Had diabetes. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to, you know, which is selfish of me to even be saying, but I'm like, I'm not going to work out every day. I'm like, just that selfish mentality. Once again, I'm the best player on the team, like this and that, like, and coach ain't really, he ain't saying too much neither. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like Coach Walt was saying, he said to Trail, like how you not going nowhere? He said when you showed up, you was always the hardest worker.
Yeah, right.
He said that's when he showed up, but he said I can't fault you for that because you ain't have the right, you know what I'm saying, the right tools and things like that. But it's crazy, but I'll never forget. Coach Walt was like, Natrell, I need you to go home. Because I remember, like, bro, not only sophomore year, like, was I not getting any offers, bro, I ended up losing my apartment. So, like, when I first got to Pima, bro, like, they hooked me up. So I never, it was good. I ain't gonna speak on too much.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
don't gotta be explained.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Right.
But like I ended up losing my apartment. So like, bro, move back home. You feel me? And then it's like not getting no offers. And then like I just remember Coach Wall, he like, I need you to go home. I need you to do legs twice a day. I need you to run. I need you to eat well. And he was like, Natrell, like, he was like, man, God told me to tell you. And he said, I'm just a messenger. But he said, you're going to lead millions of people to God. And I'm just like, man, like, like, it's not making sense. Like,
at the
time, I'm like, I'm in this, and he telling me this, and it's so crazy because like I'll never forget too. He called Coach Monaco on the phone because he said, "What do you think it is?" I said, "It's because Coach Monaco don't like me," and I said he didn't have a reason to never really like me because I never disrespected my coaches.
Right.
My vibe was like, I'm just here to go to practice. Right. I'm just here to play football because, mind you, my freshman year coming in. Bro, we losing. We losing. I'm not used to this. I go from a top 5 high school in the country to I'm coming, dudes. They talking about Warcraft at practice.
Oh, no.
Like we about to play Western. They like we about to lose, and like I'm like I struggle with that. So like it made me really like put my guard up. So like I wasn't on like the friendliest, because like
exactly.
sophomore year we was close. Like we was all laughing. Like it was a whole different atmosphere. But that was because like we wanted to win. Yeah. And like I never disrespected them in that time. It's just like I wasn't no kiss ass. I wasn't, and they're like he's one of our best players, but like he's not, and that's how I felt. And like I'll never forget. Coach Walk called Coach Monaco, and he like, and he like, I'm gonna act like you're not in here, because I told him, I said it's Coach Monaco. He said, well, let's see. He called Coach Monaco, and I'll never forget this. I don't really share this with too many people. He called Coach Monaco on the phone. He like, yeah, and the trail was just in here. I told him I couldn't help him. Mind you, Coach Walt just saying this. He like, I tell him, I can't help him and things like this. And man, Coach Monaco, like, I won't even say some of the things he said. But, long story short, we ended up hanging up that phone and
how'd you feel after that?
Man, Coach Walt, it's crazy because this is how God worked. Like, Coach Walt said, I need you to go down there and tell this man you need him.
Not used to that.
I'm like, nah, I'm like, Coach Walt, I got tears in my eyes. Like, man, this guy just disrespected me, embarrassed me, telling these coaches this and that, man. So, we talked, we prayed, and he said, man, go down there and tell him, you need him. I'll never forget. Like, I went down there, I said, Coach Monaco, I need you. And mind you, this like my first, we had conversations, but this like the first, we serious. I'm looking you dead in your eyes, like we really talking. I'm like, man, Coach, I need you. And I'll never forget. Like he started tearing up. He like, man, like it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
He like, because Coach Wall said when you go down there and talk to him, he said, watch the trail. He's gonna try to knock every door down for you. Coach Monaco said, the trail, I'm gonna knock every door down for you. And mind you, it was still kind of, it was at that time. It was already late in the recruiting process. You know what I mean?
Okay,
schools had already, but so many schools, like the smaller D1 schools, were just hitting me up. Start Coach Monaco calling me, get down here, get down here, get down here, get down here. Yeah, and that's how I ended up running up, to UAB. And I'll never forget that because like I said, Coach Walt was just telling me everything that's gonna happen. I need you to go home, do legs twice a day, and I'll never forget because I ended up losing 85 pounds to get ready for UAB.
Right.
But, it was just because I'll never forget too, shout out, Kyrie Kinney. I went to the gym with them, Coach Larry Ape. And bro, I rode the bike. This is how bad my diabetes was. I rode the bike, bro. Tried to get off, do a workout, shakes. Couldn't even finish the workout.
Shaking like that?
Like shaking bad, because when diabetes is I'm shaking bad, bro. And I'm like, okay, something got to change. My Coach Larry, like, I need you to lift legs.
Right.
I need you to run.
Right.
I need you to eat right. I need you to eat
and you
better.
feeling how you feeling?
Come on, bro.
Right.
I'm like, man, this was nothing but God because then, I ended up going to UAB, but, just crazy, bro. How everything,
everything
just
kind of comes full circle eventually.
Come on, bro. You feel me? Like, going up to UAB. You know what I mean? They had a program, like their situation was so unique because they, remember, they killed the program. So it was all over ESPN. It was like this big ass thing. And then they end up being in back. And like, I just remember so many people tweeting like, man, that program and the trail's like the special connection because like they're both like
coming from nothing.
It's a second chance again. And I'm like, damn, this shit's so real. And like, I just remember like just losing that. Like I said, I go up to UAB and man, like once again, I tell people I wasn't humbled. I go up to UAB, I work my ass off twice a day. Like I'm locked in, focused. All I'm thinking, like, I'm about to get this money. Right. I'm about to take care of my family. I don't care about what's going on in my life. I don't care about who leave. Like, man, go up there 2-3 days, I'm a starter. Like, and it's just so funny because like, I remember, when you first get to the college level, everybody like, you introducing yourself because I'm cool.
Right.
They like, what's up, bro? You feel me? Like, just trying to, I'm smiling and shit. Bro, we get on that field.
They hold the character.
Bro, hey, when we get on that field.
A whole different story. And it's like that. It's like that every year.
Hey, they was like, hey, we in the shower, bro. One of my teammates was like, hey, bro, you was number 56 like, you cold.
Yep.
But like I say, bro, I only practiced 3-4 days. I'm hurt. I'm out for, a whole year. Right. And I'm like, God just humbled me over that time because I thought like, cool, I'm going to use football to kind of be like my scapegoat for my pain. You know what I'm saying? Because, we get on that field, it's like, man.
Numb.
Nothing matters, bro. You feel me? I don't care about nothing, but I'm like, man, God just was humbling me. You know what I mean? And it's like my brother Tavon, because I remember, even being done, and I call him like 4 months, and I'm like, brother, I got to get back on that field. I'm like, brother, I got to get back on that field. He said in the trail, Eric Thomas didn't have to put on a helmet to change the world, to lead people. He like, you special. I'm like, man, that's real, bro. And like, so like real. I say, I just had to, understand that. And then, man, just speaking on that, bro, like, how you stay focused, bro? Like, what motivates you, bro? Because I know the journey ain't been, easy, bro. You know what I mean? What you going through now? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure you want to be out there on Sundays playing right now, man. Man, just talk to me, bro. How you stay motivated, bro?
Shoot, just my family, you know what I'm saying? Like, and coming where I come from, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of times, like, I shouldn't be here, you know what I'm saying? But,
that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at a young age, I adapted survival mode, you know what I'm saying? I started adapting characteristics that, like, to basically just to protect myself, you know what I'm saying? Real. And so I use my weaknesses from that to kind of push me forward, you know what I'm saying? Being an introvert, you know what I'm saying? Not really like being comfortable with people. I'm big on energy. So instead of just falling back and falling off the map, I just kind of use it to fall back and grind. You know what I'm saying? So like nowadays, I just think about my family, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think about my brother, and everybody who's doubted me or been there for me. And like we talked about, the people who you don't even know watching, you know what I'm saying? You got people you don't know watching really rooting for you, you know what I'm saying? So, and myself, I deserve it, and I know I deserve it. You know what I'm saying? I've worked hard. I've been through a lot. I'm here still. So
that's real, bro. And I think like, man, people just gotta, trust the journey, be patient, and understand like, with consistency, like you can get there. And I just think like the biggest problem that people, stop, and I think the biggest problem that God wants us to see is like, stop being selfish. It's a lot of people that's selfish in this world. And like, because I remember being at UAB, bro, like, and mind you, like I say, I got this injury. I'm not playing. I'm thousands of miles away from home. I remember calling my grandma. I'm like, Grandma, I'm sad. I'm depressed. Like, I don't really got friends like that. Like, the stores is far. I'm complaining about everything.
Just finding
everything
reason,
close.
Finding
everything
close. How you want to feel, right?
On,
finding the reason.
Like trying to validate for how I feel. My grandma say, boy, that ain't nothing but the devil.
Right.
She said, you being selfish. She said, you thinking just about yourself. And she said, when you just thinking about yourself, like you can't count your blessings. And I'm like, it's so true because like I would get so caught up in how I feel. I'm like, man, I'm not understanding like, man, I got a condo overlooking a nice baseball stadium. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting money every month.
Right.
I can eat whenever I want.
New state, new opportunity.
Man, new opportunity, new connections, new culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I couldn't even appreciate that at times because the devil had me feeling like, nah, like feel this way. Oh, I'm hurt. Be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like just all these things, bro. So it was really like a,
right, no, 100%,
a process, bro. But crazy. I just think like I always tell people, like if you do it for more than yourself, then like you gonna keep going, because it's just human nature. Like some days we wake up tired.
Need purpose.
Come on, you got to be purposeful because it's like if it's just about you gonna stop. Eventually. When you sick, eventually. When you don't feel like doing it, when shit get hard, if you're just thinking about yourself, you're gonna be like, I'm done. But it's like if you thinking about your loved ones and the example you setting for people, like man, it can push you far because you know the goal is, man, to just change our generations
and inspire,
and,
bro. Yeah,
inspire, bro.
That's you feel change the generation. You know what I'm saying? Inspire people, motivate people. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You're right. Exactly.
Man, that's real, bro. So Serge, man, like, let me ask you, bro. Like, what steps are because like I said, you got the injury and you back healthy and you've been talking to the Cardinals, daily, and you even got a few calls from a few other teams. What are you doing to make sure you ready for next year and you're gonna be on that field playing on Sundays?
Right, just living by my motto, man. Controlling what I can control. That's all I do. You know what I'm saying? So, man, rehab is crazy right now. The amount of hours a day that I spend on training and rehab is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
A lot of hours goes in there, bro. That's like my whole day. So just controlling, I can control my nutrition, stretching, icing. You know what I'm saying? Like rehab, everything. It's very time consuming.
That's
real,
bro.
So yeah,
that's real. And then, man, like, cause something I want to bring up, bro, like that I saw, like, a few weeks ago, bro, cause like going back to the training and stuff, like you say, bro, like just putting everything into it, bro. Like I seen you take to social media, just kind of asking for that, support,
right.
Like just asking for support to help pay for the training and things like that. And like, bro, like to me, like that was just so inspiring. Cause that shit take courage. You feel me? Because people can need help and things like that. But we so stubborn and things, I can do it by myself.
Right.
But it's like sometimes like you just fall on hard times, bro. You feel me? Like that's why I try not to, I always gauge the situation. You feel me? But I never look down on the motherfucker trying. You feel me? Because I'm like, hard times come. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I'm like, bro, what you did was just like so brave. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like it's times I've been down, but I'm like, I wanted to do the same thing on some shit. You feel me? Like for real, I'm like, man, this studio, everything, everything costs. You feel me? Like it's investing. Like you say, I'm investing in myself. And it's like, man, something, sometimes you just, go through life, bro. But like I said, bro, I wanted to, just bring that up, bro, because like I said, I thought that was just so powerful, bro, for the courageous, bro, for the,
Exactly, yeah, because I was thinking exactly how you thinking, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, like, that's not me, you know what I'm saying? Never handouts, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
right.
It's always been like that, you know what I'm saying? But, my family was like, hey, yo, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Come on.
You're gonna make a choice, you know what I'm saying? You gonna do this or you not.
That's real.
So I kind of had to, do what I had to do to get to where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? For some more opportunity. So yeah.
Man, that's real right there, bro. Cause like I said, bro, like, like I said, we get so caught up in this, I can do it and I can do this. And it's like,
I don't need nobody.
Right. And then like you end up putting yourself in a bigger hole.
On me.
When like you could have reached out, I would have helped you. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, you ain't have to be living like open your mouth, bro.
Open your
you know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, I definitely gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, serious. Like, to me, I'm like, motherfuckers might think like, oh, like, how can he be in that position, whatever. I'm like, to me, that let me know he's serious.
Yeah, exactly.
He's serious as hell.
Right.
He's serious about his training. He's like you said, your family say this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, that's, that shit crazy, bro.
Right.
And then, man, let me just ask you, bro, just being a football fan, bro, like, if you had to compare yourself, and I mean, like, you know how we are. You don't want to really be comparing yourself and this and that. But like, if you had to say like who your game is similar to, like, who would you say?
I'll probably say it's ironic enough, like Kenyon Drake from the Cardinals right now. I kind of feel like our games is like a little bit.
Hey, I do too.
A little bit of Le'Veon. Just because I got hands, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of all purpose, I feel like. So
that's real.
I'll probably say those two kind of combine together a little bit.
Right.
Reminding myself a little bit.
You are like Kenyon, bro, because that freakish nature, like to just explode, take off type deal. You know what I mean? Because Kenyon can hit at any time. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Exactly. And then, man, like, I know you talk about like, the things you can control, and things like that. But like I said, it's a competition too. Like I said, you got Kenyon, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who's similar to you and, been doing that, man. Like how are you going to separate yourself from, others, bro?
Right. I feel you on that. Just control what I control. Like I said,
that's real. I like
every level I've ever took, there's new competition, whether it's competition in life, whether it's competition in ball, you know what I'm saying? People, relationships, like, I just control what I can control. I know me being me is going to be enough, especially if I'm controlling what I can control.
That's
real.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't really worry about that outside noise. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to rise to any moment, any occasion,
That's
especially
real.
if my number's called. So
I love it.
Right.
I love it, bro. Mm-hmm. That's real, bro. And then, man, like, have you thought about, because I know you so focused on that plan A, and like, to me, like, don't focus on nothing else. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Real shit, because like I say, people get to, you know, they be so, you know, they care about something so much, and it's like, you know, when a few bumps or stops
to the rest, right?
You know what I mean? Like they kind of, you know, they just, you know, stop a little bit, or they might turn to another plan, and then like next thing you know, they just working a 9 to 5, bro.
Right.
You feel me? So my thing is, bro, like, you know, not saying that that's gonna happen to you. Like I say, stay focused on your plan A. But like, let me ask, like, you know, do you have any goals or anything bigger outside of football? Because like I feel like sometimes it's kind of hard to, you know, people always say don't focus on this and don't focus on that, but you know, football don't fucking last forever. I don't care if you play 15 years, like you're gonna have to retire.
Right.
You're gonna have to make you some more money. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got that money that ain't going, you know what I mean? Like
me.
But like, man, have you thought about that? Like, you know, anything you want to do outside of football? Because I know, you know, with the game of football and just, you know, making connections and like you say, you know, being from Oregon, being able to go back to Oregon, and then, you know, being from, you know, playing JUCO here, and then being able to come back to, you know, Arizona, bro. Those connections, bro. Like, just talk to me, bro, about like, have you thought about anything you thought about doing outside of the game?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like what's so unique about my situation and a lot of other people's situation is like, as I take this journey, I meet a lot of people. That's real. And at a young age, not a young age, but with the past couple of years, I've realized, hey, yo, I need to slow down and meet these people. That's real. I need to introduce myself. I need to speak up when I see somebody, just because, you know, I never know if I'm gonna see them again or if I may need that person one day. Or
that's real. You know
what I'm saying? So I've met a lot of connections, a lot of people who, you know, have opportunities for me, you know, and want to see me win. So, you know, I would give you an exact answer, but who knows where life's going to take me after this. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Man, that's real.
Just meeting people and building connections, and, you know what I'm saying? Who knows where life may take me after this.
Man, that's real, bro. And it just sounds like, that's why I say, like, it's kind of hard to ask you that question, because, like, I know how focused you are. You feel me? Like, so focused that, like, it's like, bro, and, you know, like, it's not like that I try to, because like I tell people, you know, like they always like, what you gonna do like in a few years? What are you gonna be like doing then and doing that and this and that? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I got things I want to do. I got things I'm investing in that. Right. So in the future, it's gonna look great. But I'm like, for the most part, like, I just take it day by day.
Right. Okay.
Can control what I can control, like you was just saying, because, you know, living another day is so crazy, but like that's out of our control.
Exactly.
We think we so in control and like we got this long life, like. Man, you never know what God's plans are for you. So it's like, for me, like, that's why I'm like, I really believe like living every day like it's your last. But like you say though, like just being all in though. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like,
and that's just my style, all in.
Come
you know
on,
what I'm saying?
all
like,
in, bro.
Right, exactly. Not control by any means necessary. So,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just taking it day by day, like what I'm pretty much saying is kind of just staying in that present moment, staying focused in what I got to stay focused on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I say, like I feel like once you get to worrying about this and that, and like what's not in front of you, you're gonna get caught up. You're gonna stumble. Exactly. You feel me? Like, So I mean, I think that's, you know, very important, bro. You know, and one thing I heard a long time ago that helped me, like, because I remember I was struggling bad, and like one of my former coaches, he was like, man, like Ohio State got this saying, "Win where your feet at."
Say that again?
Win where your feet at.
Okay.
You know, because like I was struggling, like I say, bro, I'm back at UAB. I'm about to have my second kid, you know, still hurt, you know, just all these things. Right. And he like, you got to win where your feet at. He like, if your feet on the field, win there. If your feet in the classroom, win there.
Right.
You know, if you in the cafeteria and you need to be eating better, win there.
Right. So
and I'm like,
every occasion.
I'm like, dang, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is so real, but you gotta train yourself and be in that mind frame. You feel me? Because like he said, like if you on the field and you thinking about home, your mind not in there. You feel me? It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's so true, because I can attest to that. I can go back to UAB. I can go back to when I was thinking about this and things I couldn't control. I was thinking about so much of the things I couldn't control that like
you lost touch of the things that you could control.
Come on.
You lost complete control, exactly.
Come on, bro. Right. And that's why I'm like, you know, yes, I did get hurt, but I'm like, too, it's so many things that I could have went about in a better way. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just being young, dumb, you know, I'm this, like trying to go back to my old ways. Like I said, God was humbling me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because
what's one thing that you would do different in your journey, in your experience? He wasn't ready for that one.
Man, that's a good one, bro. No, I love it, bro. I love that you, you know, asked me, bro. Right. Man, like, it just sounds so cliche because, you know, people like, oh, like, you know, I wouldn't change it, but like, for real, bro, like, I wouldn't change nothing in my journey because once again, I wouldn't be the person I am today. Like
exactly.
the person I'm growing into, like I don't think I would be as humble. I don't think I would be as focused. I don't think God could be able to use me the way he wants to. The way he wanted to. You know what I mean? Because like I say, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like I had my focus and I had my, you know, my ambitions. Not saying that I was wrong for having ambitions, having wants and things like that, because I don't think nobody wrong for that. You feel me? But you know, God just called me to do something totally different to where he like, I need you to go this way. I need you to go through these certain things. So then you can tell people, you can attest to them. And then, you know, I can use you.
Exactly.
I can use you. And I feel like, so, you know, like I say, if I can go back and do my journey over again, I wouldn't change nothing, because like I say, like my journey was amazing. I got to play with Christian McCaffrey, Jamal Adams, Mark Andrews. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sirgeo Hoffman.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so you know what I mean? You know, Nigel Hill, you know, shout out to N Hill, man. I got to play with so many guys, bro. Jalil Wadu, like all these guys, like I got to, you know, win a state championship. I got to be, you know, a top 5 program in high school. I got every offer in the country. Like, you know what I mean? Like my journey was not, I got to go to school. I got to get a degree. And like, I truly believe like nothing worth having in life come easy. So it's like, I think about everything, you know, I've been through, and I just look back and I smile and I'm like, dang God, like you brought me through that. And that's just every time, bro. That's just to share my testimony. Like my journey, just part of my testimony, because it's like I tell people, you know, when God humble you, like I say, he can use you. You feel me? Then he can use you for what he wants your life to look like. Because we be having these plans like okay, this is the way I'm gonna do it. This is the way I'm gonna do it. God, like I need you to do this. And that's what I had to realize.
Or it's gonna be on my time, not yours. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
And people get real confused with that.
Come on, bro. Because like I said, I had to realize, like I say, a few months out, I'm like, brother, because that fire was back. Like that fire was back. Because mind you, like I got hurt, bro. They, you know, no disrespecting them. I'm just telling the truth. They just threw me back in the fire. They ain't teach me how to run again. I'm getting shots. Like I'm really going through shit. You feel me? Like, and I'm out there trying to play again. Like I say, like about to have a second baby. You know, like just things like this was all. And I'm like, you know, going from loving the game to, you know, when you get to that next level, bro, it's a business side. Exactly. So like that threw me off, bro. I wasn't used to that. Like, and two, in those days that they see me practice, but like I said, I became a starter in one day. You can't just go to no D1 and start in one day unless you really doing some things. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta really shake some stuff up.
You know, so going from being looked at as like a great player to being hurt and things to like, you know how it is, bro. Like it's part of the game, and that's why I respect it. Like it's a what have you done for me lately?
That's the quote of the game, bro.
Come on, straight up, bro. You feel me? So it's like, bro, if I can go back, like I say, bro, I wouldn't have did it no different, because now I can tell younger kids, you know what I'm saying, this is the way to go about it. Even when it's raining, I still need you to grab your umbrella and go do right.
And go get right,
Come on, bro, you feel me? Because like I said, I just go back to my life and, you know, I'm like, man, there's so many things I would have, you know, did differently. But I'm like, it's like my dad always say, like, people learn 2 ways, either by going through it or from someone who been through it. And that was my whole point of starting this podcasting. I'm like, I'm going to get Kenny Lacey on here. I'm going to get Dom Fancy. I'm going to get Sirgeo Hoffman, Marlo Sean Franklin, like, because people need to hear this too, you know, even from the athlete standpoint. Like, as much as this shit, like, entertainment and I love this, like, I'm like, too, you know, I want to show people being resilient, you know, because that's how I had to live my life, you know, able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. I didn't have time to, you know, keep feeling bad and things. God, like I don't got time for that.
You had to adapt on the fly.
Come on, I had to keep pushing, bro. Like it's some things I had to push through, and I'm like, man, I wouldn't do the journey different, because like I said, honor roll every year in college. I never would have imagined getting honor roll every year in college. That's
real.
You know what I'm saying? It was just certain things, like God was just molding me. You feel me? How to be, you know, how to love right. Just how to do certain things right that like I say, I just thought it was all about football. I just thought like, man, this is what God want me to do and this and that. And like, you know, it's like I tell people sometimes, man, because you know, like, you know, sometimes that shit can, you know, it can be distracting. You know, I remember the homie Priest Willis, you know, he played at UCLA. He was a starter. You know, he played at Texas A&M. He played for the Indianapolis Colts for a little while. And like he said, he was saying, bro, that he said 95% of athletes, you know, these business owner, you know, people, they're gonna get out of what they're doing and they're gonna be broke. And like he said, it's not because like they're not smart. And he said, and I'm not saying it's not people that can't do it, but like he said, it come in abundance. You don't know how to like. And my brother Tavon had to my brother Tavon had to explain that to me because he like Natrell, because you know Jameis Winston's his best friend. He married Jameis. Right. You know, he married Jameis Winston, and like he was just telling me, he said, Natrell, when I get this money, I'm gonna save. He like, you're not gonna save. You ain't never had nothing.
Right.
I'm like, it's so true though.
Yeah.
You know, and you do got those people who save and who smart. Once again, I'm not saying that. Right. But I'm like, okay, God humbling me. He knew I wasn't ready for that. He knew, you know what I'm saying? He knew I wasn't ready for that right now.
He seen what you did with that little $1,000 you got in your pocket. he said you ain't ready for these millions, bro.
Come on, bro. You not ready yet, Trail.
Right. 100%. Yeah, I get that.
Bro.
Yeah.
To now, like, I'm like, okay, some shit I'm going through my life. You feel me? Like I say, like, I was just even attesting to, you know, like this morning on my Instagram story, I had posted about like, cause I'll never forget, like, bro, like, I'm just going through it, bro. Like I say, bro, just going through it once again, like, kind of feeling similar to Job in the Bible. Like, that's a story y'all should check out. Like, but like, I just remember, bro, like, coming back from LA, bro. Like, I went to the Earl Spencer, Sean Porter fight. My dad, man, he gonna watch this, but he got me a big, you know, a pinky ring, bro. And that much, thousands on thousands of dollars, right? Like, man, end up losing that. You know, like I'm telling my brother at the airport, I'm like, oh, like you take a loss. I said, what Kendrick said, you take a loss, don't cry about it, just embrace it. I'm like, I'm really sitting here, my stomach hurt, but I'm like, I trust I'm gonna get it back. Yeah. And then, you know, just going back to, bro, losing my apartment, like, and like just certain things like I was just going through in my life, but like, I remember, like I said, like I posted to my story today, like I'm like, man, I remember this OG just telling me, he like, Trail, man, like going broke, you know, like, you know, that's part of the game. It happens sometimes, but like he was saying, like staying broke is personal though. And I'm like, ooh, that's like deep. That's really like that shit real. You feel me? Like, cause like 100%. He said, bro, like he said, like I tell people, get off your ass and get on your feet. Like that's how you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I gotta.
No, that's real. Yeah, that's real. That's what's up. Losses turn to lessons. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, I just learned so much. So I'm like, it's so much shit that I'm going through in my life that I'm like, I have to like, man. It's like my dad say, like, man, like you like. You give a man, you know what I'm saying? You feed a man a fish for a day, you know what I'm saying? He only gonna eat for a day, but if you show him how to fish, like, for the rest of his life, you know what I'm saying? He can eat for the rest of his life. And like, that's where I'm at. Like, so I'm like, man, am I gonna keep taking these losses or am I gonna turn to win? Like you say, God know you had that $1,000 and what you did with it. Yeah. Now he know. So you ain't ready for no. He know. Man, God know us. We try to hide things from people and I'm this and I'm that way. God know everything about us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, man, I got to turn these L's into wins, bro.
Exactly.
You feel me? Because you know, loss is gonna come with the game. You feel me? But it's like, man,
how you react to those?
Come on, bro. We got to win, bro. We got to save. We got to invest, bro. You feel me? Like. Niggas gotta, you know, own stuff. Like, but you know, that's only gonna come with just wising up. Yeah, exactly. Because you know, I feel like a lot of people like they, you know, like they pray to God to make their situation better, and then like you say, like God give you a few thousands, He give you the, you know, to make it better, and we don't do nothing with it, and then we like, why God? Why am I here again? God, why am I broke again? Well, God, why am I staying in this hotel again? Man, that's on you.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like when I used to pray, I used to be, you know, I'd ask for so much shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. For real, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. I was young, and then I got to the point where it's like, you know, I feel like I need to be praying to be ready for when that shit comes.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, my homie Dom, bro, he said the realest shit ever, man. Shout out to that boy Domo. You know what I'm saying? He say, man, he said, don't play for no blessings and not be ready for him. Exactly. He said, if you pray for it to rain, bring your umbrella that day.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm like, that's real. He said, don't be mad when it raining. You ain't prepared.
Right.
I'm like,
you gonna miss your blessings.
You gonna miss your blessings, bro.
You got to be ready for when they come.
Come on, bro. Exactly. He said, don't pray for rain and don't bring your umbrella. You got to be ready for when they come.
That come with controlling what you can control.
Come on, bro. Right. And like you say, and that's just a test to like. That's why I catch myself now, not necessarily just going to ask God to be God. make this successful, make this, but just thanking him.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for keeping me.
Right.
Man, God, I was doing that. I was in bad situations, God. I had no business being there, and you still kept your arms around me. God, I was about to do something crazy the other day, and you still kept your arms around me and still, put it on my heart not to do that. And that's why I'm like, man, the love of God is, man, it's real, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, people just got to hear your story. You feel me? People got to, just see that like it's possible, bro. Like you right there, bro. You right there with the Cardinals just getting back. And that's why I asked you, like, man, what you gonna do to make sure you playing next Sunday? Because I got you, man, I got you playing for forever, bro. You know what I mean? Real shit. Because like I say, bro, just to and I see you already get it, bro. And that's why I seen from the jump, bro, just being young, bro, I'm like, oh, bro, he get it. He focused. He like a sponge. He's soaking it up.
Exactly.
I never heard you really talk. I never really heard you talk. And you know what I knew you was ready? Because I just remember one day at practice, I think we was in a game or something, bro. You must have got hot at me like, Trail, I said, he in that big dog mode. Because from that day forward, man, you was running touchdown after touchdown. You was running like a beast. And I'm like, yeah, that's what it took. But I'm like, I'm so glad because like, I'm like, a lot of people could take that the wrong way, but I'm like, man, I really just, I'm like, this dude is special. You know what I'm saying? I seen the way you was running, how you move, things like that. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be hard on him because I see the potential. You know what I mean?
Like I said, man, I listen though. It's clear I listen.
It's real, bro.
It's real clear I listen.
It's real, bro.
Crazy.
And then, like you say, bro, you never know who like watching and listening. And like for those of you like out there, man, like be careful with the example you set. Around your kids. You know what I mean? Around your loved ones. You know what I mean? Because people don't understand like how powerful their influence is.
100%. Watch who you kick it with. For real.
Come on, bro. Watch who you kick it with. For real, bro. Like, man, attest to that, bro. Like, how important you think that is just having the right people around you, bro?
Man, I feel like that's the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, at a young age, I went through a stage where I cut everybody off.
That's real, bro.
And around that time was when I started figuring myself out. But that's the biggest thing. I'm big on energy, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if the energy's off, I'm off. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm big on, like, hey, if we ain't rocking like that, we ain't rocking like that. I'm not gonna force nothing. So it's huge for me to have the right people around me with the right mindset, the right energy, you know what I'm saying, to keep me on track. You know what I'm saying?
It's real right there, bro.
I don't like to force anything.
For real, bro. Right. And that's why I say, like, cause sometimes, bro, we not always at our best. That's why I say, like, man, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be checked sometimes. You feel me? Like, and that's why I say, like, I don't want to be around nobody who ain't gonna check me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Who ain't gonna tell me when I'm doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we live in a world where like it's based on so many lies. People just want to be cool, keep up with the Joneses. That like ain't nobody keeping it real with nobody no more. You feel me? They see their homies.
Everybody's perspective is real as off. That's why I don't like to really use that word. You know what I'm saying? I just like to be me.
For real. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's
really
real. That's real because everybody got their own definition of like what real is and like what that is, bro. And that's why I'm like, bro, you get with your homies every day. Y'all done linked up 4 or 5 days in a row. And it's like, ain't nobody made no paper. Nobody did nothing. And it's like, that's a waste of time. And crazy, like, come on, bro. And like, that's why, even before we was just talking, like, because, I heard the homie Todd just saying one day, he like, man, a real hustler got 5 to 7 incomes. And I'm like, bro, it's so real, you feel me? I'm like, man, I got 2, 3 now. I need to get that 5, 7. You know what I'm saying? Get that 2, 3 more because
that's what it's about. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, man. Just trying to, bro, just change it, bro. You know what I mean? Just change the, the future and things like that. You gotta
build that passive income. That's the biggest thing that a lot of people don't really recognize, or even I don't think a lot of people even understand what passive income is. You know what I'm saying?
Man, touch on that, bro. Like, what's passive income? Because like, even you school me on that. I'm like passive income. I'm like, I've been saying this, but I didn't know what that meant. You know what I'm saying? So,
like, I don't know the most about it. Like I'm learning about it right now, just because of my situation. But like, basically having a form of income with doing no labor. You know what I'm saying? So
that's real. Basically
having money coming in with not really having to be there or doing anything for that income. Right. You know what I'm saying? On top of having 3 to 4 sources of income. That's the biggest thing. That's passive income is the biggest thing that a lot of people don't tell you, but a lot of people from the other side know.
They know, right? They don't want to give it to you.
And exactly.
You can't be over me, and now like, that's just crazy because that's the mentality. Like, I'm not gonna let you get ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I only gonna go so far.
I heard you talking on one podcast. You was talking about like how people be in competition with you, but as soon as you pass them, speak on that a little bit. You were saying something about
bro. You feel me? Like, just even with the competition, like I say, because man, like when you down bad, like I say, people quick to have you around, come kick it, come because they want that. I did that for you. I did this versus to like when you pass them and things like that, and you're above. Like it's like, I don't want to kick it no more. You feel me? Like it's like because you doing better than me. I'm from where you from. You feel me? Versus,
yeah, right. It's funny because like even at Portland State, like, and it's shallow. It's not a big deal at all. But like I peep game. You know what I'm saying? So even at Portland State, like, you know, during the season and things like that, people will be commenting and reposting your posts and showing them love. And then those same dudes that might not have got the opportunity, maybe they deserve the opportunity to go to the next level, they just didn't come. Those are the same dudes that don't even congratulate you no more.
They don't talk to you no more.
They don't tap in. Yeah,
they don't tap in. They don't repost your story no more. They don't.
And
they
it's
don't
not
comment
that that's a big deal, but it's like, okay, I peeped that.
You peep it.
It was never really. It wasn't really organic from the start.
Because and you know one thing I had to learn. Like I said, I was learning myself in Alabama, and I was like really becoming a man. And like I remember my old roommate, you know, Tyler, man. Shout out to Tyler, man. I love that guy. We have our 1-2 calls. You know, like, you know, once a month, you know, once, twice a month. And, you know, he just made it through the special forces. So, I mean, like, he's a really tough guy. But I just remember his dad telling me, like, Natrell, as a man, you don't really want to see another man doing better than you. I'm like, man, like, what you talking about? But I'm like, that shit's so true. He said, like, when you third on that depth chart, you not rooting for them two people in front of you. Like, oh yeah, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, no, you sitting there on the sideline. Like, I hope you give up a touchdown.
I hope you do.
I hope you get hurt, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not necessarily wishing bad on nobody, but you like, I want to be out there. I just want the opportunity, and that's why I had to learn the man, and that's when I had to become secure in myself.
Right.
Because
value.
I had to understand my value, and not only that, I had to understand like it's okay. Because like I remember a post Nips, you know, posted a long time ago. You know, shout out Nip, man. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
I remember, you know, one thing he posted a long time ago, he like, man, like, I got some homies who, you know, I gave them game and they ain't do nothing with it. You know, I got some homies who I gave them game and they passed me. They did it bigger, you feel me? But he said, like, one thing they can never say is I ain't give them the game.
That's the realest part.
And I'm like, man, it's so real because it's like, and I feel like that's what being secure in yourself. That like, to me, I'm like, I'm okay if another man doing better than me. I'm okay because first off, I'm not impressed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking, you know, these worldly things, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't impress me. Not saying I don't want no nice house, not saying I don't want no nice car, but when you get caught up in that, that's when jealousy set in. That's when envy set in. You looking at another girl, I want that house. I want that car. That's why I try to be cautious even with the social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to use that only in a positive way. I promote my podcasting. I mean, I might post a little encouragement. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's like it though. You feel me? Because like I say, like just naturally you might be looking and like, oh, I want that. I want this. I want this car. I want this. I want this. I want that. Versus like God, like he you know what I mean? He like, man, if you just do what I say, be patient, take your time. It said in the Bible, I'll give you everything your heart desire. But like he said, you got to seek me first. You got to do right by me. But see, everybody want everything, but they don't want to do right for it. But then that's why you can't keep it. That's why a lot of people get that money and go broke. It was never, and that's why I just say, man, like when the dust settle, bro, like my homie Dom said, when the dust settle, like we're gonna see who's still around. You feel me? Like when the dust settle, bro, like we're gonna see who's still around here. You feel me? Because I'm like, it's real, bro. You feel me? But you know, that's just man nature, bro. You feel me? Like you don't never, and that's what I had to learn. And I'm like, that's so true. And that's when I say God humbled me, bro, because I remember like I was hurt, and then like, bro, I just started like completely doing the wrong things, like stop going to workouts, like. I really took on because I was really feeling some way. I'm like, y'all had me set up back home at Exos in Scottsdale. I'm doing this before everybody. You know, I took my auntie, my grandma up there. Meet him. You know what I'm saying? Like just enjoy it. Just enjoy the experience. You know. To now, I'm on the scout team. I'm like, huh? And then I'm not even traveling. I'm like, oh hell no! I'm really not going to workouts no more. That's a hit on the ego because once again, I was so used to being the man. I was so used to being up, so I'm like, man, I was like, man, God want me to serve. And like, I remember my homie Kenny, like, Trell, go get you a flight. Go travel. Man, I remember that, like, just having my mind right too, bro, just showed me, like, because I'm telling you, my mom, I was kicking everybody else back at practice. Like, could nobody block me? Couldn't know one scout team, two, you know what I mean, 2 weeks in a row. But I was like, man, okay, I see what God want me to do. He want me to serve. It's okay to be able to serve others. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to be a servant for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's so crazy because once again, people saw that. I remember I just started going hard. Come on, bro. I started going hard at practice. Next thing you know, the whole team going hard now. I had set the standard. Because no scout team player, you know how it is. They like, oh no, don't go hard. Don't go hard. Don't do this. You know, come on, bro. Hey, work with me. Work with me. I'm like, no, I'm gonna come out here and kick your ass today. And then like from then on, the culture was built. Like I say, the homies message me and they be like, bro, what you was doing, like, it was inspirational. I'm like, it's crazy because I didn't know I inspired nobody. I thought I was out, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
And I'm like, that's all so it's like, man, it's crazy how God used you, bro.
Yeah,
and,
right.
Man, I'm just so thankful to, like, just, be back here with you, bro.
Yeah,
like,
for real, man. It's a blessing.
It's really a blessing, man. Shout out to moms, bro. Like I said, I just remember meeting moms, young Serge with the mohawk. I'm like, okay.
Young and hella skinny.
Man, you feel me? In Tucson.
Yeah, right. That's hella funny.
Man, crazy, bro. Man, sir. So, man, like, before I let you go, bro, like, I just definitely want to ask, bro, what would you say, to a young kid who's watching this right now, or, like you say, those people who look up to you, man, or, want to be in the position you in, like, man, what's something like you'll just tell them to, just keep going, or, something you want to say, well, that's just a thank you for the support, like, whatever it is, man, like, what's something you would say, like?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say thank you for just the support, you know what I'm saying, just to be able to inspire, you know what I'm saying, and choosing me, you know what I'm saying, to, get that energy from. But I would just say, it sounds cliche, but just know your value, man, you know what I'm saying, understand who you is and what you are. So it's okay to be unique. You know what I'm saying? When you get older, a lot of things you think important now ain't gonna be important. So it's okay to be unique. It's okay to be different. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get in your lane and stay in it. Yeah.
Man, you hit it on the nail, bro.
Yes, sir.
Man, like, that's real, bro. And like, just like I say, bro, like, I'm just in this moment, like, and I'm just in awe, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, you don't like, it's crazy how God works. So like, it's like you don't know where this moment gonna lead to. Like I said, like, you getting calls already, you know what I'm saying, from other teams, just everything to, like, I can't wait to look back on this, man. Like, and just see where you at, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just like I say, in awe, because like I say, like, man, God is working. Like, I ain't seen you in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the fact that I'm even sitting here with you is crazy.
It's crazy, bro. You feel me? So like,
that's crazy.
Man, I'm just very, very thankful, bro. And like, man, I'm thankful that, you took the time to just, come down here and,
that you had me,
man, spend that time with me, bro. And man, I definitely hope, for, whoever watching, man, it was just something said or something that Serge said that, man, can just change you, Like, even if it don't change you, inspire you, like, whatever that is, man, something you can apply to your life. Because, I hear things all the time, you know what I mean? And
it sticks, some stick, some don't.
It stick, bro. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hear my guests and like, I'm like, damn, like that's something I can take with me. But that just goes back to that being humble, not thinking you know everything, being able to listen, being able to listen, being able to learn. And that's one thing, always like I say, like off the field, I'll listen, I ain't talk that much and things like that. But, on the field, I'm a talker. Talk that talk. But,
it's a different world on the field.
It's like, that just that similarity, bro. Like I said, I seen it from the jump, bro. Just a quiet listener. He a sponge, bro. He's soaking it up. You know what I'm saying? So, man, like I say, Serge, man, we definitely, bro. We thankful, man.
I'm blessed to be here, man. I'm blessed to be here with you.
Spend some time, man, and can't wait to get in another episode with you, bro.
Of course, soon, real soon.
For real, bro. Love,
no matter
bro.
where we at. No matter where we at.
Man, I appreciate you, bro, for coming, bro. That's real, bro. For real, bro. So, man.
I'm gonna enjoy it. Yes, sir.
For real.